Hey.
Oof.
Are they warming up or
Yeah,
it's
they are.
Oh, good, okay. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello everyone. This is the big one, I guess. Do you know who's chosen this warm up? Right. I'm guessing it's Badak Gamer, just from the fact he's doing better on this map right now. But I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't have to do better if it's his warm-up.
Oh, of course not, but I don't know. When I was playing in the tournament, I always asked for no warm-ups. I feel like they're a good opportunity for mind games. Are we live yet?
I think yeah.
We are live. Great. Well, I feel like we should discuss the players a little bit then. I haven't been following the tournament incredibly closely, but I looked quite a lot at how each of the players have been doing and playing, and they're both very well rounded. There's no obvious skill set which only one of them is going to pick into, which means that unlike last time I commentated, I'm not going to be able to guess every single pick from each player. Well, it was that one was much more straightforward. I've received a bit of intel. I bumped into owoMaxx in the Twitch chat yesterday. But I mean, I think these two players, they just look very evenly matched, very well rounded, and I'll be honest, I'm coming into this match with no clue as to what to expect.
Well, to be fair, I think Bada Gamer might have an upper hand, considering he is, I'd say, slightly more experienced in the 1v1 tournaments. And I think, just looking at both of them players as they are, Badak is kind of more scarier. Like, he does look, at least to me, more scarier. Even with this warm-up.
Yeah.
400k on 210 BPM map, that's already something. I mean, okay, owoMaxx might not have played in the full force. He might have chilled a bit, but at the same time, you gotta look for this stuff.
I think the interesting thing is when you look at tournaments and 1v1 player tournaments, the most common weakness which players have is either they struggle a lot with speed or they struggle a lot with reading and kind of low AR and hidden and that kind of stuff. Both of these players can play both of those skill sets very well. And that means that neither of them have trump cards, neither of them have free picks. I think we'll see a lot of breakpoints in this. Wow. Just your average 6 digits.
I mean, to be fair, you're kind of underestimating 6 digits. Like, you think we cannot play 6-star maps?
I'm a 7 digit, so I'm not actually. I am also a 6-digit, and I have no hope of ever hitting 6-star maps. I should also point out that since he signed up for the tournament, Max is no longer a 6-digit. And Badak is still a 6-digit, but his top play is also easy.
Okay. owoMaxx did lack at the start, I guess.
That's unfortunate.
Well,
See, this is...
At least it doesn't lag on the match itself, which is already something.
Well, let's hope that that's his one lag spike out of the way, so we can see a smooth actual tournament game. You see, this is the kind of mind game we're talking about from Badak, putting on hidden for this, so he doesn't have to feel like there's any kind of direct comparison. I mean, now that Max has inted the first part of lag, we're not going to get any information, I guess, from this warm-up.
Still, the only amount of information you can kind of gather is how they might feel on stuff like Nomad 1.
Yeah.
Or Hidden 1 in that regard. But at the same time, like, players pick 200 plus BPM maps, they might just look out for this thing called Nomad 6.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit of a pain, to be fair, to play. At least it is a bit of a pain to me, because I cannot see it at all.
I was hoping to play through the map pool, but my left hand decided that it didn't want to let me play OC yesterday. I mean, Nomad 6 to me looks... It's fast, but the bursts are not long. I mean, we've already seen Badak play it, and he got like 95% AC and very good combo, and he won the pick in his lower bracket final. And I know Max has the speeds for it from watching the warm up, and also just from looking at his profile and his top players. So I think it might turn into either an AC battle or a nerves battle, and yeah, speed between two speedy players, I guess, can be a bit of a toss-up. Maybe the gimmicky picks, I think Badak is a bit more likely to pick them. Well,
I think he might just ban it right now if he didn't forget.
We'll see. It's a crazy pick. Well, just to show how evenly matched this matchup is, even the roll can barely separate them. Badak just about wins by 3 points with the 69 roll.
Nice.
Unfortunate. So you talk about the CS10 pick. I don't think... Yes, it is. It's Nomad 5. It's a crazy map. Interesting. You see, this kind of proves... I was about to say that I don't think Max is fond of precision or small circles either. So this might be a very good toss-up pick to leave for either player. Right. Oof. It had very fast sliders.
HR2, number 4, DT4.
Right.
Yeah, owoMaxx. Oh, yep, somebody is happy about this one. Number 5 is being banned.
Exactly, and it was one of the two. It was one of the two picks he lost. He got about 70k on it or something. A little bit of me is sad that we're not going to see the CS10 map in this matchup because it is quite insane with its spiral pattern. But Hidden 3 is my favourite map in this pool, and it's still there, so. And Gaozu. The KTG is still that. I was very happy to see it. Good. I'm glad you fixed that grave mistake in the end. I think there should be a KTG stick up. I would happily play that and probably still get destroyed. I mean, it's interesting seeing Max react very happily to one of Badak's bans. I think this just proves it's very difficult for anyone to really know where they're better than the other person. I do think that like small circle size, precision, and hard rock is an interesting talking point here. Oh, hang on. I've already got a pick. DT1.
Oh, interesting.
Right. And it's quite conventional. It's one of the lower AR picks. Oh, we have a very early adjustment break from Mac. He's not starting very well at all on this, actually.
Uh-oh. Yeah, something sounds really wrong.
I hope he hasn't got another one of those lag spikes. In any case. All he's written unhelpfully in the smoke is bruh, but that's what the chat's for. In any case, he seems to be adjusted back to this again. But Badak is not currently suffering from Badak and has got a pretty significant score lead, and it's pretty much the exact start he could have wanted, although he does find the miss there, and now Max has a bit of a combo lead, but 160,000 score to build up is not really going to happen unless Badak breaks a lot. Unbelievable 250 BPM thing control from these players as well. Both have no problem with the triples. You can see, look at the score lead and look at the bar, it's decreasing very quickly. And Max is now going to take the lead. This might be a remarkable comeback because he's almost on 600 combo. And if he breaks now, even then, I'm not sure Badak can win this back. Well, add another one to the commentator's curse list for me. As I said, surely Badak can't lose this, and he goes ahead and does it. I suppose it's unfortunate for Badak, who, apart from, well, he has good ack, and I didn't even notice. when you see it. But what was that?
No,
Three misses,
that's-
three misses and a slider break.
Why
He's
did
been
you have to do this? Hey,
wow. I mean, interesting. Lose an aim pick and instantly go for another aim pick. Well, Max averted disaster.
I don't know if actually number one is a good pick for Bad Egg Gamer. Well, if he did his homework, then well, sure. Maybe it's a good pick, but at the same time, okay, 200 BPM. We've already seen that this stuff like this in the warm-ups, and Bad Egg. I don't know. I don't quite remember. My short-term memory is not the best, but we kind of need to look back to that 6-star warm-up actually.
Well, on the 6-star, on the warm-up, we didn't get a fair comparison on the second one. On the first one, there was Bad Axe pick, and he did do better.
The first one was more, I'd say, more streamy, so...
It was definitely more streamy. This one only has a few bursts, which I highly doubt will cause either of them trouble.
Yeah, also, owoMaxx already broke, which is not the best thing, considering that he's at the loss of both accuracy and combo.
Yes, but it's very early days, and I doubt that early break will make much of a difference, unless Bad Axe FCs, which is not unlikely. I mean, we saw... Yeah, we don't know, but oh, Max will actually be the first to find a proper break, and now that really does damage his chances quite significantly, because Bad Axe is yet to even find 100 yet on this.
Yeah, that's the other one.
I think I'm running. I think I'm running the script on this. He finds the miss, but he's got 50k lead right now, and that could fall if Max combo games. They'll see this now. They'll see the reset on this break. So
yeah, the only thing that's oh yep, the sad emoji. The only thing I think might happen is only if Bad Axe loses enough accuracy, because with how it may go, like if he continues to keep up the combo, if he gains that is, he might just extend the lead because well, just pure accuracy gaming. owoMaxx already broke multiple times prior, so that did score cap him. With Bad Egg Gamer, he might get something like 700k.
I don't think 1% will be enough to make a huge difference, though.
Well, sometimes 1% is enough, actually.
I suppose, but we do also have a battle of combos both players have now broken on this map, and Max has got the slightly larger combo, actually 100 larger combo, and I guess you should slowly see the scorebar moving towards Max, but it isn't, and they're both going to get another break and see again how small the gap is.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of scary for Bad Egg because he starts to realize, like, hey, well, owoMaxx is kind of coming back on me. I need to rebuild my combo, or at least find the fact that owoMaxx just breaks all of a sudden. You know, that can happen as well. I mean, that can happen to pretty much any player here.
Exactly, and this is where perhaps Bad Axe greater tournament experience, which you talked about earlier, will come in handy, although I get the impression that Max does play a lot of tournaments as well. So, both of them... Oh no!
Bad Egg breaking, but also owoMaxx kind of shaking slightly.
Yeah, but...
I mean, I didn't even look there.
We have a very, very nervy ending to this No Mod 1. And if Max holds,
I mean,
he definitely win this.
Yeah, I think he'll win anyway, considering that how much his score is going up.
Well, however, 100. Look at the score lead now. I don't think it's happening. Both hit the huge burst without much of a problem. And Max is gonna pick up 700k and take a break point already. For the second time consecutively, his act isn't as good as the ironically named Bad Act Gamer, but the combo is significantly better and it takes him across the line. And perhaps the player is looking more scary in tournament form right now is Max, who is, at least when he's breaking, he's kind of keeping his he's keeping a big combo. Of course, Bad Act points out that he did indeed change his name, perhaps appropriately. I suppose. Another aim pick. That's a good point. I looked at this map in the editor beforehand, and it's got a lot of perfect stacks. It's got some very weird bursts where it looks like there's a 4 burst, but it's actually a 3 burst, and then like half beat gap, and then a slider. That being said, I mean, I feel like you can either read this map or you can't. But maybe nerves will cause one of them to tap when they shouldn't, or aim for the wrong note, or just miss aim. We'll see how this goes, but interesting pick from that. Right. I mean, at 5.5 stars, it's just pretty hard mechanically, full stop. Both pairs on identical accuracy to start off this map, but we're still waiting for it to build up. You can already get an idea of the confusing overlapping patterns, which will be difficult for people who aren't regularly hidden players. However, both these people very strong with their hidden. Ooh, Max with the first miss very early on, miss-aiming an awkward pattern, and now the score lead will start to go up in the lead of Bad Act. Interesting. Well, he's already on 200k here, holding his combo quite nicely. You can just, these patterns look so difficult to aim. And then he breaks on the slow part. Well, Max now has a pretty sizable combo lead of 200k and not such a sizable score deficit of 50k, and we're going to see this go down very quickly if it carries on like this, I think.
I mean, to be okay, Nimro, go ahead.
Max can see how close he is to taking the score lead. He can see that this is a very winnable pick. He knows that all he has to do is not break. That might not be a good thing, but so far we've seen that Max can hold. Alright, here we go.
And yeah, Bad Act just dropped the whole stream. And bench home.
And into the lead he goes. And again, this pick is not over, but Max showing he's just good at holding big combos. And with now 100 score lead, he is going to have something go significantly wrong. Maybe a bit more lag will be needed. But currently this is looking like a rather one-sided affair, and a very good pick for Max. I guess he looked at yesterday's match and just probably saw that he knew to do better. Oh, I did not. Oh, it was a long time ago. We can pretend it was... Well. In any case, this will be another successful pick for Max. 3-0. People are already talking about a Max sweeping the chat. 740k on this map is a pretty spectacular score. And yet again, Max breaks early, seems to get rid of the nerves, and then hold through the rest of the map. Well, we already have our next pick in.
Well,
And guess
sometimes
what?
getting swept isn't the worst thing that could happen.
What is the worst thing that can happen?
Well,
HR1.
by default in Grand Finals.
The aim picks just carry on. HR1. I'm surprised that Badak hasn't considered completely changing.
Oh, yep.
Did no one hear me there? Hey guys, by the way, Numero Zero has been in this cast the entire time.
Yeah. I sent a message about it.
Just in case you're
It's
wondering.
not the first time it happens, it's a very classic thing for me. Okay, now we are entering the actual map.
And guess what? There's been an early break for Max for the 4th consecutive map. I wonder how this could possibly end. With another break for Max, but it's still early. It doesn't mean anything yet.
Well, to be fair, this map, I won't say this map is too hard, because I pretty much, when I playtested it, I even said to Numero, like, hey, this map might be too easy, because I'm not an HR player, but for some reason, I pretty much, I had something like 2 miss or 1 miss on it, well, with low accuracy, of course, but I was really close to seeing the map.
Right.
So it might be just a bit of an easier win for Badak, but at the same time, I'm just wondering, what can owoMaxx pick so he will not break at the start and pretty much just regain his composure?
I think every break at the start is strategic.
I don't think it's strategic. I think it might be just because pretty much Max has nothing to play against Badak.
I mean, it's not actually strategic, but I
Actually,
don't think it's.
Wait.
It's not causing him that many issues.
Oh yeah, I kind of broke my own brain at the moment. So like, Badak, I meant to say stuff kind of in reverse. Like, what can Badak play so that he can win from owoMaxx? And I think pretty much the result of that thought is HR, most probably. But I don't know how good Badak can do.
It's interesting. Both of these players have been banning HR throughout the tournament, except against players who dislike HR even more than they do. But I guess if Max is looking comfortable, looking like he can hold combo, you might unsettle him and pick a skill set which he's not a fan of. And to be fair, it's working. He's got a 200k score lead. He's holding a huge combo. His AK is pretty good considering the hierarchy of this map. And although he does break now, we're almost at the end of the map already. And I think Max is going to have a uphill battle and have to rely on a lot of problems for Badak to regain this lead. It looks like we're not going to get a sweep, and Badak may have made a sensible pick, even if it raised a few eyebrows at first.
Now I'm very curious to see what is Max gonna pick. They have been picking all the map IDs with a 1 in it, except free mod 1. So are we gonna see it now? Maybe. We will see, I guess. But that's the first point for I hate this map, aka Badak Gamer, with a
Zero
speed
match.
choke. Yeah.
Oof. I mean, 549 is not that bad, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
Considering that, like, okay, we're in the grand finals and you have 500k on a hard rock. As like quote-unquote 6-digit, because to be fair, I don't want to call him 6-digit. Like, he, at least in my eyes, he does possess skill of around, like, 80k. So.
I don't know.
I think higher. I think higher than that. Max is 50k nowadays.
Max is 50k. Yeah, we are gonna see free mod 1.
Oh, wow.
In previous match, it was extremely close because Cactus decided to go no mod and Badak decided to go HG, but with the no mod nerf, the score difference was like 7k or something like that.
Wow.
Ooh.
If this is close again, we might not know who's won until...
Double HG, okay.
Or we will, I guess.
Mm.
This isn't particularly surprising. Both of these players play hidden pretty regularly, so...
Yeah.
We have a straight battle. Both players have the same motives. All they have to do is click the circles and not miss. I should point out that on the last pick, Max again built up an enormous combo at the end. We didn't really point this out as commentators because we kind of accepted the result. But the score lead got very small, not that small, it was like 80k, but uncannily small for a pick we were just giving to Badak, as if it had been obvious the entire time. So we'll see if the pattern is repeated for a 5th time in a row. Currently though, they are both holding combo. This is not a long map, so I think Max is getting to the point where he's got to not break and just FC the map.
Oh yeah, considering that this is only 2 minutes and 7 seconds, it might be either an accuracy battle or just pure spin to win if there is a spinner at the end.
I don't think there is.
And talking about accuracy battle, it sure is.
Badak has dropped a lot in the past few. He was leading, but it's now significantly smaller. But then Max will find the break, and now the score lead's going to switch over very, very quickly. Except we're suddenly at a slow section. The node density isn't very much, and a break now for Badak.
Now,
and if he doesn't, he is going to gain this lead very, very quickly.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to want to break right now.
And look at that score lead. It is catapulted towards Badak's direction.
Yeah, that's
Max
it.
breaks
The second break.
again, and this is over. And Badak was looking down and out, 3 picks in. But suddenly, this match is looking very, very close.
And this is the first FC for this round. On a map which is actually extremely hard.
These players making everything look easy, of course, but
basically this score is a top 50 score.
Ooh.
Or like very close to that.
On the leaderboard.
Because of accuracy.
Damn.
Wow. He says we do a little massing, but the massing got him the combo, and the combo gets him the score, and the
No
score
more
got him the
ones.
pick.
Yeah.
they're out. They're going to have to find some other kind of strategy. Not that there seems to have been a huge amount of coherence or patterning in what these players have picked, which is exactly what I predicted before the match. I don't know.
Okay.
Another complete change of direction.
Petition for me to make an easy poll right now so we can pick easy one. That's kinda late.
You know, Max always has the option of playing one of the free mods and picking easy.
That's very true.
Putting it out there.
But that sounds risky as well.
I mean, yeah, free mod 3 is the anti-mod pick. It's not... If it was more drastically anti-mod, I don't know, CS6, AR7, that's when easy really becomes viable.
And also easier than no mod.
Exactly,
basically.
exactly. Anyway, we're playing something very different right now, DT, and this is Badak's pick.
This is owoMaxx pick and this is AR10.
Right. I think both of them are fairly capable of reading this though, so... They've already played Hard Rock, which is exactly the same AR, so... It's more about the patterning and the speed. We did see on the kind of 210 super speed in the warm-up, we saw Badak do better, but there's nothing between them at this very early stage of this pick. And again, Max is not going to be able to...
It feels a bit more finger controlly, but at the same time, yeah, it is interesting to see how both of those players will perform on this DT. Actually, by the way, the choice of the song is kind of funny. It reminds me of what's the game? There is one rhythm game where you have to escape the bullets and stuff.
Oh,
and
what's
owoMaxx actually
Max
breaking.
breaks?
Yeah,
Badak,
break.
he's going to see that instantly in the break. WTF comes out in smoke. I'm not quite sure what he's confused about. Probably just didn't see the circle.
Yeah, Badak of seeing it.
Well,
he's only one break.
it was his pick, and look at the score lead again. Rocketing, he breaks.
Yeah, talking about the base, he does.
And that's right in the middle. In fact, I say they both broke about equidistant from the middle. We're going to see a nail-biting finish to this. If both of them hold combo, I have no idea who wins. If one of them break.
Might just over-aim some stuff.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened.
And also, there is a slow EVM section, so accuracies will be dropped.
Yeah.
Both of these sides,
and there is an SD from
on the old section. And owoMaxx is also breaking.
traded.
The trade happens, and there's a 30k score lead for Badak. It's not very much. It might just be enough. There's very little of the map to go, and unless there's a chain miss, I think that Badak will get a very, very narrow victory. Slightly more than I anticipated, and very note dense. They're both still holding combo, but the score lead is slowly growing. That is it. Badak has brought this back from what looked like absolute shambles. 3-3, 3 picks in a row, not picks, 3 maps in a row.
Yeah.
For Badak, we are exactly back to where we started the best part of 3/4 of an hour ago, with Max and Badak having not picked anything and being on the same amount.
This is a very good match so far. HG2!
I know.
We are gonna see the Kirby mix map.
Right.
This song. Oh yes. Kirby mix hidden in GrandFinals.
Epic map falling.
The classic thing.
Well, couldn't have expected anything more from you, Nomuro, because God, this is a bit of an epic one, to be fair.
Well, I hate this map, saying this is the worst Kirby Mix map I've ever played. I suppose his name is more appropriate, nominative determinism, than Bad at Gamer at this point, so it makes sense he complains about the map more. This is also quite a good pick for Max, I think. The last pick he won was Hidden 1, which had the reading, it had the hidden, and this is an extreme version of this with some very awkward aim, which has already caused Bad Act to have a very bad start, and this is already looking good for Max, but it's very early days still, and
yeah, but the act difference tells a lot so far.
it is, and it's having a big effect on the score. That being said, adjusting to this map must be difficult. Much slower, much more linear than anything they have played so far.
Yeah, it's basically 110 BPM.
Yeah. And to be fair, Badak already seems to be adjusting pretty quickly, and that score leader's actually going to start to look slightly less drastic, I guess, when his AC improves. But Max is just not dropping anything. Perfection on the AR8. These patterns are so awkward, and the commentator's curse does not come through. It's Badak who gets another break on that.
Yeah.
Really long spaced linear pattern section. You can see him struggling.
Also, but I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I should already count it as Max's W.
Yeah, I think so, honestly.
I mean, the accuracy difference was actually pretty severe. Max did held up 99% until 1 point, which already says a lot about how good has he prepared for this pick. And I think it is safe to say that he does keep an ace up his sleeve, and that ace was at least one of the aces I think is hidden too.
I think this shows that maybe Max has got the edge here on reading, on awkward patterning, and on hidden, which opens up both the rest of the hidden pool, which is only hidden 3. It also brings up a question of more free mod. I don't know.
Oh, and both players are dying on that section.
Yeah, I think owoMaxx might pick something like Rainy Boots.
Well,
actually, Raining Boots was played last time. 360k from Badak on it.
I mean, 360k.
Enough.
Like, I think owoMaxx might have. If they prepared for it.
We will see. For
in
now,
any
we
case,
are waiting for Badak's pick.
That's exactly what I was going to say, and I guess Max, Badak can maybe go for more pure mechanics. Something like No Mod 6, No Mod 2, another DT, like DT3. I think the DT is...
free, okay.
Nope, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. This is an interesting map.
Yes.
Very fast aim and sliders.
Swing. Oh, yes.
Emilia map, but with HR.
Right, well, this is a pretty big change up from Badak, but we'll see how it works.
The beginning is not too hard, but we never know. A shit miss on that slow part can always happen.
With it being early, we know that, and as we've seen quite a few times already in this match, missing early is far from a death sentence for your pick. Here we go, the intensity's picking up a little bit, and Max will be the first one to break. And
230 BPM is kind of a pain with the hardware, to be fair.
Well, it depends a bit on preference. Some people prefer the higher AR with higher BPM.
I think the only tournament that has done that is SAFST with their 230. Yeah, they have done it for like 2 rounds, but they put it as HR1s, not HR3s. And I think Badak, I don't know if he listens to the stream, or he might just think it for himself. Like, okay, HR works. So.
Thing about that does listen to the stream. He commented on when I made the incredibly unique and creative. Oh my god! Look, That Gamer got good act. How funny joke earlier in chat. So yeah. He's listening at least at some points. In any case, this pick is working out for him so far. Max has just not been able to build up a huge combo. Yes, his accuracy is okay, and it doesn't look like this map's unplayable for him. But he just doesn't have the consistency right now, which Badak has, and this lead is going up pretty quickly. We're getting near to the end of the map, and it looks like the Badak is going to strike back.
And he
breaks. Unfortunate, but he'll see in the break that he's actually pretty safe at this point.
Yeah, he's safe.
Max's focus is now going to turn on to what should his next pick be. I do think that free mod 3 could lead to a potentially hidden versus hard rock showdown. We'll see.
We will see.
700k from Badak.
Again.
Very impressive. He even got a pretty combo number, 777.
Yeah, I was gonna quote that.
Oh. Max thinks he lost by a little bit.
Yeah. Just by 552 combo and over the double of his score. But yeah, it's not that much when you think about it.
To be fair, look at the miss count and the 100 count. It was just that Max didn't quite have the comfort or the consistency on hard rock. And I do think that Badak should take that into account, because this is the second hard rock pick he has now won.
Yeah, but that was the last one available.
That's a good point, but perhaps there's something you can do.
Okay, we are gonna see rainy boots.
Oh, that owoMaxx indeed going for that.
Oh, okay, free mod 3.
Oh, free mod 3. Oh,
right. Well, I mentioned earlier the possibility of a mod showdown. Easy. I also mentioned Easy earlier. We've talked a lot about free mod 3. It's anti-mod, so there's a possibility of Easy being possible, but I think it's unlikely. Hidden seems to be the default for both of these players in free mod. But Badak has been doing alright on hard rock. So this reveal is going to be very, very interesting. It's also a long pick, so you're going to need some consistency.
Yeah.
I think we may end up just seeing, despite all the hype, seeing two hidden picks.
It's actually very, very hard.
Right.
An FC with no mod on it is top 25 in the leaderboard.
Wow. Oh, there we go. Two hidden picks.
Which is not too surprising.
It is what, maybe I say what I feared is a bit negative, but at least we'll easily be able to tell who's in the lead at any one point, and they'll both have to deal with this horrifically awkward map with the extra issue of not even being able to see the approach circles.
I think it's kind of an advantage for owoMaxx, to be fair.
Yeah, he's won both hidden picks. One of those hidden picks had a reduced AR. The other hidden pick had incredibly difficult patterns to read and awkward stacks and difficult aim. And I think that this pick kind of forces hidden. I'm not sure any other mod is really viable, and this just becomes slightly toned down hidden too, which we've already seen Max win. So this is a very sensible pick from him, but early on there is nothing to choose between them.
And Ak is now close to be tied.
Well, a quarter of the way through this pick, and we're just waiting for something to happen at this point. Both players doing almost identically. Every single time someone takes a bit of an Ak lead, the other player finds a place to drop it. But so far, I didn't even have time to say that the combo is looking very good on both players before Bad Ak breaks. And now Max will start to go into this lead. The node density isn't high, but that break for Bad Ak could not have been at a worse time. Pretty much exactly halfway through this map. It's going to cap his possible score at 500k, and with his Ak, it's going to probably be even lower. Max, on the other hand, just keeps this lead. Until now.
But now he breaks.
And his Ak is also looking a bit concerning. He seems to be struggling. Shane missing as well on these hard patterns. Meanwhile, Bad Ak is hitting everything, and suddenly he's got a route back into the game. He just needs to carry on through this section. This is all much more difficult than it looks on the screen, I think. I think another chain miss from Max is going to change the score lead immediately, and if things stay as they are, it's going to be incredibly close. Score lead now, it was 50k when Max first broke, it is now down to 10k. You can see how quickly it's reducing. It flips over now, but Bad Ak breaks! And suddenly Max can build back up on the slow section at the end.
Oh, and
he was so close. He was so close to possibly getting a break point, but he lost it. He dropped it on the slow slider at just the wrong time in the most frustrating of circumstances. As a player, you probably won't realize how close he was, but in any case, Max will be thanking the Osu slow slider placement gods.
Yeah.
As he takes this. The status quo remains. We are still on picks, unbelievably. And Bad Ak will now pick to keep the game tied.
Yeah, but what is it gonna be?
I think DT.
So DT3.
No more 6. Oh.
DT3 or Nomad 6.
Yeah, I think Nomad 6. To be fair.
Bad Ak has played No Mod 6
Nomad
already.
2. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
I actually forgot about it.
I have mentioned it occasionally. I love this map.
Yes.
People familiar with who have heard the name Strategas will probably know him mostly for the words I never said, but that is not his normal mapping. Most of his maps, they're still DMB, but unhinged patterns, and this is an example. It's a No Mod 2. It's got a 64-note stream.
Yeah. There is a 64-note stream.
64-note stream in the GrandFinals. So.
But I think both these players do have the stamina for it. But this map's also got some unhinged patterning, some kind of a lot of slightly cut doubles and a lot of finger control. So there's a lot more to this map than the simple streams you'll often see in the No Mod 2. It's also very short, so FC is possible. We'll see how this goes. And it's also a banger.
I mean, considering that it's 174 BPM, yeah, maybe 64 is kind of fine.
I think both these players have the stamina for it. I'm sure Max does, because I can just tell from his top players that you can tell from his profile from his top players that he has 64, no, 174 BPM.
Bad Ak FC'd the long stream during the first match. He didn't FC the map, but he kept his combo until after
owoMaxx on the really short map.
Yeah.
Max breaks very early. And you can see what I mean now about, look at these slightly cut doubles and the awkward stream shapes. I don't necessarily think the 64-note stream will be what they fall victim to. Anyway, Bardak does have a very slight score lead as we come up to halfway into this map already. It's a very short pick. Both of them are doing pretty well so far. 100k now, the score lead for Bardak. Their accuracy is almost identical.
And the 64 nuts is coming.
Here we go. They both lost through it so far. Any misses? Oh, we saw it! A chain miss from Bardak, and this combo is going to go down very, very quickly. It's just enough. Max now takes the lead, and he has a better rack, and it looks like finally we are going to see another break after so many picks going in the right way.
And this
I
is
was
gonna
wrong.
be the first ZOE 6-digit Challenge Cup match point.
Wow. Tournament point.
Yeah, basically tournament point.
2 more, and Badak might get the tiebreaker. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that chain miss kind of killed off the entirety of the number 2, which kind of reminds me of 6WC, actually.
Yeah.
When Indonesia, I think one of the Indonesian players just threw the number 2. Also, Gengaozo now.
We have hidden 3
Yes.
for the tournament. I want to point out, so I mentioned earlier I spoke to Max in the Twitch chat. Max said he reckoned that Bardak would pick hidden 3, and he said he thinks that'll be a free breakpoint for him. And then he told me not to tell anyone that. So Max maybe feels confident on this map. It is disgustingly difficult.
Yes.
If you thought the cut doubles on that map were bad, this one's even worse. It requires a bit of finger control, but I don't think either of these people really have stamina issues.
Not
It's
just
more
a bit,
aim.
not just a bit of finger control.
I mean, these players can both hit infinite 150 triples, I reckon.
If you wanna know, I couldn't pass this map until like 3 or 4 months ago.
Really?
And
Wow.
I was 40k.
Oof.
Well,
So-
Bardak will be the first person to break on his own pick, and this is not a good start for him at all. This map's also very short, so it's not as short as
that
I remember.
short, actually.
It's 3 minutes. I don't know what made me think of incredibly.
Like 3 minutes.
Even though
I call it like only on 220.
Yeah, something like that if you remove the breaks.
Oh, owoMaxx breaking here.
Well, this is a much more intense exit starting now.
Also,
Huge.
the accuracy difference. Ooh.
99 on this is incredible. There are so many cut streams, it's so difficult to keep your aim in check, but Max still has the lead, and it only gets more and more intense from here. Lots of buzz sliders, but Bardak breaks again, and
It's
it's
traded.
going downhill. They both trade, and it's a reset, and this is definitely in the favor of Max, who has the better accuracy. And we're getting to halfway right now.
Yeah.
Bardak really struggling to keep up anything, and this section coming up now, it just builds up, it gets more intense and more intense and more intense. It's double after double and single. This is the finger control bit. It starts off very slow here, but it gets very difficult to read very quickly. Finally, we have some semblance of a combo from Bardak, but if Max doesn't break now, I don't think he has much chance, particularly with this act difference. Let's see, it's only going to get harder and harder from here. This map is slowly building up. The doubles are now spaced onto these buzz sliders. Both players holding strong so far, Max with rather better act, but this is it, this is for the tournament. And any slip up now, and the first one coming from Max! And now we might see the score very slowly reduce. Max breaks again as we're now reaching the climax of this match.
That needs to
Oh,
break.
Badak is trading!
And he breaks, he trades.
Oh, God.
This time we can say it. It's over.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a feeling that this might be GG's.
Yeah, ladies and
It's almost
gentlemen,
over.
we got the winner of the ZOE 62 Challenge Cup 2022. GG owoMaxx.
That's it.
That is it.
Well, treated to an incredible matchup. 3 picks in, we thought that we might see a bit of a rout, but Badak fought back very, very hard. But just an unfortunate chain miss on No Mod 2, and then this final pick ended it for him. And 400k on this. I mean, maybe ignore the actual score numbers. Just look at the percentage, the AC. This is... I think this score pretty much epitomizes just how good Max is. He's 50k nowadays, so...
Yeah. Exactly. Small Brain Bob just quoted something that has been talked about in the alternative tournaments chat, because people were saying that owoMaxx should have been screened out, but the thing is he's not even a D-ranker. He's just improving extremely fast, and I consider that you cannot screen out someone just for improving very fast. This wouldn't make sense.
Well, I look forward to seeing owoMaxx choose it very soon. Maybe this is going to prove it. But yeah, that was an epic performance. A very good match.
And both players already left, so sadly it seems like we are not gonna see a tiebreaker showcase, sadly. Maybe there is gonna be... Actually, there is gonna be the All-Star game. Not this weekend, probably the first weekend of September. So we get some time to figure out the scheduling, because considering that people are coming from all over the world, it's extremely hard, and that's the reason why it hasn't been happening this weekend. We couldn't figure out a time where just a 2v2 team size 4 could happen, so it wouldn't have made sense to make it anyway. So now we are gonna wait for alternative bracket to keep happening, and then All-Star game and potentially some show matches as well, as the show match request form is still open. So you are free to ask for show matches if you wanna. But for now, we are gonna leave you here and thank everyone for dropping by for this grand final match. I'm gonna thank the commentators Eric and Avocado for joining me for this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
And we are gonna leave you here. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you all